Hi guys, it's Patricia, your independent Scentsy consultant from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. I'm finally bringing to you my laundry related video. So what we're going to do is we're going to chat laundry. I'm going to talk to you a bit about the products first. Then I'm going to go through every scent that I've tried and let you know what I thought of them. And some of them are discontinued. And actually, when I started doing this and going through all the scents, it wasn't for the intention of review purposes, so I didn't really take notes, but I'm just going to give you my overall impressions. So let's talk about Scentsy Laundry. Some people don't know much about it. There's actually 4 parts to the laundry system. We have the laundry liquid, which is a 20 fluid ounce bottle. We have here a large tub of washer whiffs, which it comes in 2 sizes. I only have the large to show you. It also comes in, this is 48 ounces, but it also comes in 16 ounces. We have the Scent Soft, which is not included in the Laundry Love bundle, but I happen to have some here, and this is 32 fluid ounces. And we have the dryer discs. Now, when you buy the bundle, you actually get 2 boxes of dryer discs, and there's 2 in each box. So you get 4 in the Laundry Love bundle. So the Laundry Love bundle would basically have the washing liquid, the washer whiffs in this size, and 2 boxes, which includes 4 total dryer discs. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through some things with you. I have some cheat sheets here underneath me so I can make sure I highlight most things. Now, just a few things. Most of the Scentsy laundry products are dye-free. The washer whiffs may have some dye, and obviously there's color on the dryer discs. Basically, you can use it in any temperature. You can use it hot, warm, cold. It's designed to be used in high energy efficient machines. It's also safe for septic tanks, which is really important. A lot of people are on septic tanks. If you're wondering if it's good for sensitive skin, Scentsy recommends you kind of do a spot test, I believe they said. You would just, you won't know until you try it. So basically it says, although we always try to use safe and gentle ingredients whenever possible, people with known specific fragrance ingredient sensitivity should test on a small patch of skin before using. They do not test these products on animals, just so you know. When it's asked how long something lasts, it basically depends on if you're just using one product or all the products, and it actually depends on the fragrance itself. It also depends on the type of material. Certain materials will retain the fragrance better. They list the ones that are going to retain the scent the most are bamboo, polyester, or any man-made materials. So that's interesting to know. If you want the full intensity of the scent, you should use the full system. And they say it's safe for all fabrics, and they include in synthetics, dry wicking materials, spandex, blends, and cotton fabrics. Now, I wear a lot of Lululemon to work out. Personally, I only use the laundry liquid. I don't put any washer whiffs, and I don't put any Scent Soft in with my workout clothes, because there's a theory that it could impart the wicking ability of the material, and the company, I think Lululemon suggests you do not use fabric softener. So I don't know. I just personally, I don't do that. Okay, so let's talk first about the laundry liquid. Here I have it in one of my favorite fragrances, sea salt and avocado. There's 6 enzymes in this, and it's very highly concentrated, which is why it's in a small bottle. I really like that it's not in a huge bottle because it actually saves space in my laundry cupboard, which I really, really like. So one thing you want to know is you only use a certain number of pumps per size of the load. Scentsy recommends 2 pumps for a small load, 3 for a medium load, and 4 for a large load. I am not sure about this, but I thought in the past I remember reading if you use too much soap in your laundry and it's unable to properly rinse out, that can lead to bacteria growth and actually make it harder for your clothes to smell nice. So anyway, just stick with what it suggests. Try not to go overboard. It's very highly concentrated and you don't want it difficult to be rinsed out. So it is biodegradable, and in this size bottle you get about 50 loads. So that is the laundry liquid. Let's talk about Scent Soft. Now this is the first bottle of Scent Soft that I've ever purchased. You can see it's quite a bit bigger than the laundry liquid. So this is 20 ounces and this is 32 fluid ounces. So this one is a fabric softener. It's designed to impart softness to your clothes. They say it reduces static, and they say it may even reduce drying time of your clothes, but I don't really know about that. It is biodegradable. So for this, what you're going to do is you use, okay, I'll read you the back. It says, for a Small load, use 5 pumps. Medium load, 6 pumps, and 7 pumps for a large load. And you put this in the fabric softener compartment of your washing machine. Now I usually just kind of go 6 pumps because it's kind of like middle ground, and that's what I've been using. Now, one thing I find about this is it doesn't leave like a film on your clothes the way some fabric softeners do. It just provides a little bit of softness. I'm not sure if it's an overwhelming softness, and I'm not sure how much I notice it adds to the scent, but I'm okay with it. I'm not sure if I'll continue to repurchase it. I'm going to kind of see the next set. I don't have the scent soft. I'm going to kind of see if I notice any difference in something, for instance, like my towels or, you know, cotton socks, things like that. So that is the Scent Soft. And one thing I would suggest, I haven't tried it, but maybe saving this pump and seeing if this pump will fit with your dishwashing liquid. So if you're someone that likes to use the pump, you might want to see if this length pump will fit with the dishwashing liquid. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, washer whiffs. Here we have the big guns. And to me, this is what really imparts a lot of scent. I find the laundry liquid doesn't impart a ton of scent. I'm not sure about the Scent Soft, but I do know if you just use the washer whiffs, you're going to get some scent. If you're someone that's just trying out the laundry bundle, you could just try using whiffs with an unscented. Oh my gosh, my family. Can you hear them singing in the background? Just one moment. Sorry, I just had to yell at them. They'll probably start again. Anyway, with washer whiffs, what they are is they're scent boosting granules that you add to the washer drum. They're not designed to clean your clothes. They're designed for one purpose only, and that is to fragrance your clothes. So they're a booster. They work with all these other products, but to give you a little bit more oomph. And like I said, you can get it in the 16 ounce or the 48 ounce, and there is a little scooper in here. I'm going to show you the granules. See if I can show you. Can you see that? They come in different sizes. I love this one. And here's your scooper. Now, you're supposed to get, I find if it's a 48 ounce tub, you get about 48 loads. If it's a 16 ounce tub, you get about 16 loads. What I usually do is I kind of put my scooper in, and sometimes I just do a heaping scoop because I tend to do big loads. If you're doing big loads, you could use 1 to 2 scoops. You can tailor make it so it gives the amount of fragrance that you like. A girl that I work with, I gave her a sample of lavender cotton to try, and she was using probably like a half to a quarter scoop at a time. So she's very scent sensitive, but she loved the scent. So I usually use a heaping scoop of most fragrances, and that's kind of where I go with it. This is biodegradable as well. Like I said, put it in your drum. Don't put it in up with the detergent or the pre-rinse or the softener. It goes in your drum. So you put it in your drum, then I put the clothes on top. And I try to sprinkle it like in a few different places so it's not all just in one location. And like I said, you get about 50 loads. Now, last but not least, we have the dryer discs. So I'm just going to show you what a dryer disc looks like. This one, each one comes in a sealed package, and there's usually 2, and you just rip it off and then you keep it sealed. Now, what some people do is instead of leaving the dryer disc in their empty dryer, they actually store it in here just to kind of rejuvenate the scent. I usually don't do that because I'm kind of lazy, but you could if you want. Now, one thing about dryer discs is they say that they're designed to be 15 loads. Now, I find a lot of scents last longer than 15 loads. This may be one that it does not last much longer than 15 loads, sea salt and avocado, but most of them, you put a dryer disc in, it's still going to smell well after 15 loads. It's going to get beat up and things like that, but it's still going to work well. I want to read to you something on the back. Okay, when it says warning to keep out of reach of children and pets. That's fine. It says dryer discs contain fragrance oils and should not be used on children's sleepwear or other garments labeled as flame resistant, as the oil may reduce flame resistance. So that's important to know if you're a parent or if, you just want to know those things. Do not use dryer discs in an overloaded dryer. Dryer discs must be able to move freely. Otherwise, prolonged direct contact with hot surfaces may cause melting. So if your dryer is overloaded and you use dryer discs and you're noticing little spots on your clothes, it's because it's getting stuck and it's not able to tumble. And some of the oils are kind of like leaking into the clothes. So just make sure your dryer isn't like hugely overloaded. If it is, you probably shouldn't be using the dryer disc, or you should be reducing the size of your load. Okay, let's move on. I think we pretty much got everything covered. So what I'm going to do is tell you each scent that I've tried and let you know what I thought. So again, I didn't start this out as kind of meaning to be a review, so I didn't keep notes, but I'm just going from my memory, and some of these were quite old. So Amazon Rain I have used. I found that light to medium, and I probably would not repurchase that one. Black Raspberry Vanilla was pretty average for me. It was kind of like a middle ground. It was one of the earlier ones I tried, and I could definitely smell it. Some people really, really love that one. I just found it pretty average for me. Clothesline. I would say that's the second strongest scent that I've tried. It's pretty strong, and I think I just used the washer whiffs. I don't even think I used the dryer discs. So when I was using a lot of these products, it was with like an unscented laundry detergent plus the whiffs and sometimes the dryer discs. So I wasn't using the whole system. Coconut lemongrass, I said, was not very strong for me, and I didn't really like that one. French lavender, that one was interesting. I do not like French lavender at all. My husband thought, he was in the laundry room and he said, "Why do I smell marijuana?" So he thought it smelled like marijuana. It did have that very herbal tone, so not one that I would really like. But again, my coworker would probably love it. Go-Go Mango is a medium performer for me, and I rather like the scent in the laundry line, so I probably would repurchase it. Honeymoon Hideaway I tried, and I really like that scent in wax, but it's light, so I thought to myself, well, let me try some other products and see what I think. But I find that the washer whiffs, they don't smell the greatest when they're in, like the Honeymoon Hideaway smell doesn't smell the greatest in that washer whiff product. It almost smelled like an elderly lady with too many things going on, too many medicinal things going on. Anyway, not for me. And I actually had a customer that absolutely hated it, and I did a swap out with her, and so I had to use it again. Jammy Time. I find that is probably my third strongest scent. And I'm not a huge lavender person. That has lavender, and I think it has baby freesia and maybe sweet pea. But I do really like that scent. I would repurchase that scent for laundry. Just Breathe. That's a scent that I rather enjoy. However, I found it wasn't very strong in laundry. It's not available anymore. I just want to say on a side note, I loved Just Breathe Scentsy Fresh, and they took that away. And so I'm like, oh. Anyway, so if you're somebody that has Just Breathe Scentsy Fresh kicking around in your closet, bring it out and use it. It's very refreshing. Luna. Luna is currently available. I found it pretty light, and I used the whole system for that one except for the Scent Soft, and I found it very light still. Lavender Cotton was fairly strong for me. It is definitely not for me. It's one of those scents that when I use it, I feel like my clothes aren't clean. Like I feel like they're musty, and that is just not for me. So I think I mentioned this in another video. I said if I went to someone's house and they washed their bedding in lavender cotton, and please don't shoot me for saying this, but I personally would think that they didn't have a clean house. Like a lot of people think lavender is very clean, but to some people's noses it actually smells musty. So just keep that in mind. Not everybody loves lavender. Okay, Ocean. Ocean is very controversial for me because Ocean does have a reputation amongst a lot of people as being very, very strong in the washer laundry system. Okay, for the longest time, nothing was happening. And then for about 2 or 3 loads, the Ocean was so strong I couldn't get over it. So I don't know if I had a weird tub that the scent didn't get properly distributed in the washer whiffs. I have no idea what the heck happened. Some loads were so bam in my face, like mega strong, and other ones I could barely smell. Was it my nose that day? I don't know. My family never commented. Somebody did say once they could smell my son's jacket, and that was one of the times it was really, really strong. So sea salt and avocado I really, really like. It makes the clothes smell nice and clean and fresh. I find it really nice when they're wet. You maybe don't notice it as much when they're dry. You get maybe a medium to light scent, but I like the scent so much I'm willing to go with it. Scentsy Clean, which let me just reach here for a second. Scentsy Clean, I had that in the thumbnail. That is probably the strongest scent that I've tried, and funny enough, that was the one that was in my starter kit as a consultant. This is a powerhouse, and it mimics Clean Breeze. I don't know if they can call it Clean Breeze because there might be a patent on a laundry product that was called Clean Breeze, so instead they called it Scentsy Clean. But here's what I'm talking about. You get 2, and in each one there's 2 discs. So That one is definitely a strong one, and you can smell it well after the fact. Like, I would go to my Zumba class and I would be like, okay, I need something to wear, and I'd open my drawer and put a shirt on. I'm like, oh my gosh, all I can smell is Clean Breeze. And one of my students was like, wow, you really have a strong smell. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's the Clean Breeze. Shimmer, I would say that was a little bit above medium for me. I was wanting to love it. There's something about it that I didn't love. I might pick it up again, I'm not sure. But that one was fairly good performer. I'm pretty consistent with what the wax smelled like. Sunkissed Citrus, that one was not for me. I didn't really like my clothes smelling like oranges, predominantly oranges. It was about a medium intensity for me. White Tea and Cactus, that's no longer available. Oh no, is it? I think it's still available in laundry, but not in wax. I liked that scent better once the clothes were dried. I didn't really like the wet smell of the clothes coming out of the washer, but I liked it. It was only about a medium or a medium light for me. And there was one other one I used. It was part of the summer collection, washer whiffs of 2018. It wasn't, maybe I used Beach Daisy as well. Did I use Beach Daisy? I can't remember. Anyway, I definitely used this other one, Neroli, something. I didn't really like that one at all. So one thing I want to say about the laundry system is when you're thinking to yourself, should I try the laundry? I would suggest trying the washer whiffs first, like I said, with an unscented. If you want the full kit and caboodle, pick up everything. But my suggestion is put it in the Laundry Love bundle. And even more importantly, become a party host so you can get it at half price or even as part of your free credits. That way you feel pretty comfortable because it is a costly system. Some people say it's costly, but if you really like scent, it's probably worth it. And I find for cleaning ability, the laundry liquid works really well. I was having problems with some underarm antiperspirant stains on some of my uniforms, and Scentsy worked a lot better than my other product that I was using. And my middle child is in a wheelchair and he's special needs, so we have a lot of drooling issues. He often eats and he goes like this, and so he gets food everywhere on his shirts, and we have bibs and stuff like that, but that only works so well, and it takes out all those food deposits and bad smells and things like that from face cloths and things like that. So I have no qualms with how it works. One thing I want to say about the scent portion is when you use scent all the time, like we all do as Scentsy addicts, you may find that you may not smell the product very well, but if you've ever been somewhere and someone says you smell really good and you know you're not wearing any kind of like scented product in terms of hairspray, deodorant, or anything like that, I guarantee you it's your Scentsy, because people tell me all the time I smell really good. And I'm like, well, what do I smell like? And sometimes they'll say, oh, you smell like nice and like almost like a fresh, clean, green smell. Or they'll tell me I smell, and I think sometimes it's the wax and the stuff that you're warming in your home, but it could also be your clothes. Sometimes they'll say I smell like cookies or something. So anyway, just keep in mind that when you smell smells all the time, I think you get a little bit like you're not as scent sensitive as you might have been when you first started out. And I know that when I go on vacation and then I come home, I can smell things a lot stronger. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, hopefully this video was helpful in some way. We talked about a lot of different things. If you have any questions about the laundry system for me, please put them in the comments below. I'll be happy to help you, or check with your personal consultant and they are more than happy to help you. They don't know the answers, they will find them out for you. So I'd like to wish you a great day in your neck of the woods. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.